On the spot news media, we got the latest news. We don't care about the views, we just representing right. Put local news internationally every night. On the spot, wave that Jamaican flag from left to right. Let's get it right, y'all know the type. We ain't dealing with the hype, we make it take flight.
Yeah man, my viewers and subscribers, what Gwan. A blessed and wonderful Saturday morning to each and every person out there tuning in to On The Spot News Media. Now, my peeps, I don't know how we do it over on this side each and every morning. We have to give thanks and praise to the Most High Creator for the preservation of life, because life is indeed the greatest. So in the morning, my peeps, I have a few stories to share with you, the regular members of Chan Public and also members of the diaspora. So please like the video, share the video, watch the entire vlog so you can get a full understanding and a better appreciation of everything we are going in Jamaica. So watch this now, my peeps, in the morning to the name Saturday, the day when some of the regular ones and ones them out there traverse the church. So happy Sabbath to you all. But whilst doing so, my peeps, please remember On The Spot News Media's loyal viewers and subscribers in your immediate prayers. You definitely see how Jamaica run right and also you know for sure. So we need that now more than ever. And to all of the regular ones and ones them out there traversing these streets from Moran Point to Negril Point. As always, my friends, safe travel, pan the gravel, and continuously look out on no corner yai kazwa. The old dirty corner boy them always out there. Alerts, yeah man. So watch this now, we're gonna kick it off with some international news where 2 Jamaican men were caught in Antigua, charged for an illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. Now, the 2 criminal elements are presently on your screen. To the left of your screen is O'Neal Swaby, and to the right of your screen is Ricardo Mackenzie. Now, what really take place, according to the Antiguan News Center, is that the police have arrested and jointly charged 34-year-old O'Neal Swaby of Bendals and 28-year-old Ricardo Mackenzie of Sutherland with unlawful possession of 1 9mm semi-automatic pistol and possession of 7 rounds of 9mm ammunition. The police stated that sometime around 4 p.m. on Monday, August 19th, the police were acting on certain information when they intercepted a silver Toyota Belter motor car at Greencastle in Bendals with Swaby and Mackenzie inside. The police stated that a search was carried out of the vehicle and the illegal weapon along with the matching rounds of ammunition were found. Both men were arrested and taken into police custody. It is now said that they both went to court on Wednesday. And this criminal element here, presently on your screen identified as Ricardo Mackenzie, owned the firearm and pled guilty in a bid to set his fellow criminal element friend free. Now what had taken place is that O'Neal Swaby was then immediately deported back to Jamaica, and Ricardo Mackenzie was given a slap on the wrist, a sentence of 20 months in prison for the illegal firearm and ammunition. Now this sparked rage in Antigua, to where some Antiguans feel like Jamaicans mash up them country and need them out. Now this post made by an Antiguan who called him or herself Antiguan Forever. This comment was written on August 22nd, 2024. And the commentator stated, "It is incomprehensible the magistrates placed this criminal in custody when the right and proper thing was to fingerprint and photograph and put him on the immigration database and ship him out to Jamaica. And the person also stated, in addition, Antiguans should stop renting their properties to Jamaicans, and those that are renting should be given notice to quit, and employers should stop employing them. Them and the Nigerians are menaces, and the them that person is speaking about is the Jamaicans. Antigua should take a leaf out of the UK immigration policy and apply it to Antigua. There are Antiguans living overseas who are terrified and are refraining from returning home because of the state of Antigua. And they are stating that all because we have a PM who is playing lip service and allowing criminal elements to destroy our once safe country. This is how some of the Antiguans are feeling. There are others who stated that that person have to understand that Antiguans are living outside of the country, and they too know a lot of Jamaicans who are definitely not like these criminal elements. And it is really sad that because of a few bad apples, it just make the entire island of Jamaica look like a bunch of bad eggs. Poor me, I tell my peeps. The thing rough, but anyway, back to local style. Now we're going to talk about a big incident. A topic, if I may call it that. Really, really sad indeed when we lose a member of the security forces. This time we are talking about the loss of life of a JDF member. Now, this little youth here, presently on your screen, a JDF private that lost his life early Friday morning. He has since been identified as 21-year-old Private Ejay Domville. It is said that the young private recently enlisted in the JDF in January of this year and was assigned to the Denham Town Zone of Special Operations on Bond Street in Denham Town. In the official police report, it states that the private and a group of soldiers was on foot patrol duties in the Charles Street, Chestnut Lane area when they saw a group of suspected criminal elements traveling on foot. It is said that the soldiers went in pursuit of the criminal elements who opened gunfire at the soldiers. The soldiers took evasive action and returned the fire. Private Domville was later found with a single corner wound to the left side of his face, and sadly he was rushed to the Kingston Public Hospital where he was pronounced you know what. In a statement on Friday, the JDF stated that the incident is being investigated by the Jamaica Constabulary Force with the JDF's full cooperation and assistance. The JDF says its chaplaincy and welfare department is providing counseling and support services to the families of the deceased soldier and the battalion to which he was posted. The JDF is urging anyone with any information surrounding that particular incident to call Crime Stop at 311, the National Intelligence Bureau at 811, or the JDF tip line at 876-837-8888. Meanwhile, some residents of the Denham Town community are standing in solidarity with the soldiers and mourning the loss of that soldier alike. They have described him as a good soldier who often gives really good life advice to them. A woman who identified herself only as Kasha says she is definitely hurt by the incident and stands in solidarity with the JDF. The woman identified as Kash states that she wished the community could revert to a state of peace. Now I could hear from Kash as she weighs in on that unfortunate incident that took the life of the JDF member. Listen.
Respect squaddy. My brethren but that's all.
Alright. So he's a good soldier.
Good soldier. Reason with me at night time tell me say you're there on TikTok and make money. Put your money to use. Don't destroy your money. Just feel a way about the situation. I just wish the place could have come back, but it don't look like it have come back. Said I come, it have come. I'm a virgin. I'm a virgin. My enemy needs to pass stuff to better my life. I'm a virgin. I respect him. Big respect me I feel. Respect, I never know him at 20, but I know him now. Respectable enough people from the gap here so know him. Can talk to us while other soldiers that come go like them better than we. And scan we, him not scan we.
So from our experience as Jamaicans, we know say from we hear the regular members of Chan Public in a them garrison communities there come out and say, yo, a certain member of the security force, a good youth, say that particular member went above and beyond the regular. And these people really appreciate him for the type of person that he is. Now, there's a telephone conversation being circulated all over social media. A telephone conversation between a soldier, a member of the JDF, and also criminal elements. Now, this telephone conversation would seem like the criminal elements are brag about the knockings and clappings of the now deceased private. Now, on your screen is the telephone conversation. So a voice note was sent and the soldier replied, "When you're ready, forward." So it's like after the knockings and clappings, it's like the soldier them get a number for a man who is probably one of the alleged knockers and clappers or a member of the criminal underworld. And then the criminal replied and said, "We depend on the said block when me dog them shell your friend. Forward no man, we active." So the soldier, the alleged soldier replied and said, "Show your face, we active too." The criminal element stated, "When me I kill you, me I gonna make you see it, man." Then he stated, "How me see uno and uno in my hometown," and sent a smiley emoji. Then the alleged soldier stated, "When you're ready, dog." The criminal element then ended the conversation stating that down in the night when uno a patrol, we are gonna hold uno again. No fret, man. Boy, me I tell you. You see how them criminal elements are bare face and out order. But watch this now. The family, friends, and residents from an area in the St. Andrew South Police Division in the General Waterhouse area so. Them feel really hurt by the loss of the young soldier. Now, a member of the Jamaica Constabulary Force from the St. Andrew South Police Division went on a location where residents from the community that the soldier hails from mounted roadblocks demanding answers from the JDF as it relates to the loss of life of the private. We all know that the JDF is not an entity that publicize whatsoever happens within their organization like that. So the families and friends need some answers. So we're going to play a clip from the St. Andrew South police personnel that went on that location to quell the whole situation and reassure the families and friends of the now deceased soldier that a thorough investigation is presently underway. Listen.
Exactly what transpired, right? So for now, we are going to respect the honor of his name. Both are in the same law enforcement occupation and the same risk and the hazard we all face. Right? So I'm going to express on behalf of my commanding officer and the commanding officer of Kingston Western Division and the High Command of the Constabulary.
Tell you what happened to Ejay. But son good. I have to tell you what happened to Ejay. But son good enough. And you need it to investigate. Oh God. Ejay is just almost 20 years old. The son respected him. He can't go so. Oh God. He can't go so. Hold it, my friend, because them have to tell you. Them have to tell you what happened to Ejay. Ejay left go to work yesterday and don't come home this morning. And nothing you can tell her about her son. No, man. We want justice to 20 years old Ejay. Justice, we say. We need to know what happened to Ejay. Ejay mother need to know. She in a state where she can't talk now, but she need to know what happened to Ejay. We need to know. Very nice person. Everybody know Ejay. Everybody know Ejay. Very loving, nice. When you see Ejay greet you with a smile. Loving, nice. You know Ejay from Ejay I go to high school. And our mother very fair. Our mother, our only son, you know? Our only son, and she needs justice. Only from a mother to a mother would I know what it is like. My son now will join the army, you know? And I'm in a cadet right now, and I'm never join the army.
Don't know that.
Can't tell you that.
Soldier
you need justice for Ejay. 20 years old, your only son. And them come now and them not tell you nothing.
But,
them need to tell you what happened, past pot. Because them know, they must know. It must be a man in control of them when it happens. They must know. But that's how it go with the law. That's how it go. But Ejay, justice. By the law or by God. That's all I have to say.
I am Deputy Superintendent Rowan Ritchie in charge of operations for the St. Andrew South Division. About an hour ago, residents in the Baldwin Crescent, Brook Avenue area mounted a roadblock in remonstrance of the killing of a member of the Jamaica Defence Force in the Kingston Western Division last night. The residents holds a contrary opinion to what was actually reported, but I have assured them that a thorough investigation is underway. I have expressed on behalf of the commanding officer for St. Andrew South and the commanding officer for Kingston Western Division, in whose division the officer was killed, and also on behalf of the High Command, our deepest condolence. I've asked them for patience. He hails from this particular community, hence the protests. He is loved, he is respected, and so citizens came out in support and to find out more as to what transpired. They have relented, they understand, and they are now cooperating with the police, and things are calm.
Remind the citizens and the public that we are not deterred. We will remain committed to the mission in support of the JCF, and we will continue in our efforts to locate the cowards who took the life of our fellow brother.
Some peeps look out for a second vlog in the evening because we have a lot more things that we need to divulge to you, the regular members of Chan Public. So still in the Kingston Western Police Division, two main players in the recent flare-ups in Rosetown is presently in the custody of the police. They are father and son. Yeah, man. So the father, so the son. Pupa was a corner boy. Same saying come. So the man who was listed as one of the main players in the flare-up and ongoing gang violence in the Rosetown community is now in custody. The alleged gang leader who goes by the name Gwan presently on your screen. I've spoken about this criminal element here in recent times. Now it is said that Gwan nobody want Gwan and surrendered to the Kingston Central Police on Wednesday night. Now, meanwhile, 4 of the 9 criminal elements listed as persons of interest in relations to the gang violence in the Rosetown community of Maxfield Avenue are also in custody. This was disclosed by Senior Superintendent of Police Michael Phipps, head of the Kingston Western Police Division. He said that members of the security forces have been conducting operations in search of the men behind the ongoing gang violence. Now we're going to hear from Senior Superintendent of Police Michael Phipps, head of the Kingston Western Police Division, as he weighs in on this latest round of violence flare-ups in his police division. Listen.
Yes, we are still treated with the recent upsurge of gang activities within the Rosetown community. And of course, we have sought and obtained an extension of the 48 hours curfew, and that is at 6 p.m. yesterday. We have seen where 5 of the persons listed as persons of interest have come in to report to the investigators. 1 has since been released and the others remain in custody pending further investigations. In the same breath, we are urging the other named persons to report to us as we are continuing our operation activities in the area. And of course, we have the support of the JDF and other police formations.
Now, the criminal element presently on your screen identified as Gwan. His birth name is Navado Lyons, the reputed gang leader for the Bentley Lane gang. Yeah, man. Now, another criminal element, another top tier Nakis and Clappis from Bentley Lane, has been charged by the Kingston Western Police also. Now, the criminal element in question has since been identified as this criminal presently on your screen, Rohan Tomlinson, otherwise known as Popsie. Now, Popsie is said to be the son of Navado Lyons. Now, I'm pretty sure the regular ones and ones them, I scratch them head right and I wanna wonder. Tomlinson, Lyons, father and son. That no pencil out. It no add up on the Spot News Media. You no ever hear about man get jacketed? Yeah, man. At that Gwan where the 19-year-old Rohan Tomlinson is concerned. But word on the street is that Navado Lyons is the real father. But during the time of conception, he was not the best option to be given the child. So the mother opted to give the better man the child. But you can clearly see the split resemblance in both criminal elements. Not just physically, but their mental attitude where crime and violence is concerned is tied in to each other. Now, the 19-year-old Rohan Tomlinson, otherwise called Popsie, was not just charged regularly, he was charged under the Anti-Gang Act. He was charged on Thursday with being a member of a criminal organization and participating in that particular criminal organization. Investigators accused the 19-year-old of being involved in a series of fatal knockings and clappings which has caused serious injuries to people in the community over the last 3 years. He has also been charged with the May 17th fatal knockings and clappings of a 37-year-old man identified as Marlon Johnson. Investigators allege that Johnson was fatally taken out in a hail of bullets along Lamont Lane by the 19-year-old accused and 2 other men. The teenager is also facing charges of possession of a prohibited weapon, unauthorized possession of ammunition, and using a firearm to commit a felony. A curfew was imposed in the Rosetown community earlier this week following a series of reprisal attacks and fatal knockings and clappings over the last 2 weeks. Several suspects, as was stated earlier, have been detained and are facing charges Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, look out for your second vlog later down in the day, yeah. So go and just bless upon yourself and you don't know, say, I love and respect coming from the newsroom of On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man. So anyway, my peeps, remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned to On The Spot News Media as I continue to bring you fresh news and updates in subsequent newscasts. On The Spot News Media. Yeah, man.